train. So that means in the y train, it must be 14,448 into 1, because we are taking only one column. So that's why. So here totally 9 columns. 8 column will be included in the train set. Here 1 column in the test set. I mean in the target. Okay, target. This is features. This is target. And in the train set 14,448 and 14,448. Now let's see the dimension of X test. See, you can see X test is 30%, 6,192 and 8 columns. Similarly, Y test will have only 1 column but 6,192 rows. See, 6,192. This is how the train test split works. Okay, now implementing the linear regression. So now let's implement the linear regression. In Scikit-learn is a popular machine learning library. Okay, it provides a simple and also an intuitive API for implementing linear regression. The advantages is that the Scikit-learn is very robust and ease of use, as we see above. Like we easily split the data set. So what if the library was not there and we have to do it from scratch? It would have taken a lot of time. So we say that Scikit-learn is very robust and is easier to implement. And import the linear regression class from Scikit-learn. To implement the linear regression or to use the linear regression model, first we have to import it. So that is done, and now we have to invoke the model. So to invoke the model, we are specifying model is equal to linear regression of. Run this code. So it's done. Now fit the model to the training data. So concept of fitting the model is nothing but it involves finding the best fitting line that will minimize the difference between the actual and predicted values. So this is fitting in sense nothing but training the model in a way to make the model understand how the features in the trained data set affect the target data set in the train. Okay, in the training data set, how the features, that is X, will affect the Y. So that is what the concept of fitting means. And fit the linear regression model using fit of function. To fit the model or train the model, we use model.fit function, and the inputs to the fit function is xtrain and weightrain. So if it is successfully fit, I'll get this line will be printed. Model trained successfully. So the training is done. Now we have to make predictions using the test set. Okay, so the training of the model is done, and now we have to test the model. So we have to check if the model is working properly. For this purpose, we have to use unseen data. The unseen data is nothing but the 30%, that is 6,182 rows, which we didn't include in the training. So that we can use it for the test data. So use the trained linear regression model to make the predictions using the predict of. So okay, for fit is for training and predict is for testing. So ypred. So ypred is nothing but the predicted target values. So the predicted values is nothing but model of predict X test. We should not pass the Y test. Why? Because the model should not get to know what is the actual value of the corresponding X test. Okay, so we have to pass only the X test value. And now if the testing is done, this will be printed. The predictions are printed. So ypred is an array. Okay, this array is of dimension 6,182. So let me show you the dimensions of ypred. Ypred will also be 6,182. See, dot shape. 6,192. So there are 6,192 values in the ypred array. Now we have to evaluate if the ypred is correctly predicted or not. So that we have so we should evaluate the model. To evaluate the model, so we have evaluation metrics available already in Scikit-learn. Okay, the commonly used metrics is mean squared error and R squared error. Mean squared error is the average of the errors, and so this is already pre-built in Scikit-learn. Okay, so from Scikit-learn.metrics we have to import mean squared error and R2 score. Okay, So this is important. Now let's calculate and interpret this matrix. So we can easily do this using the scikit-learn library. Now MSE, that is the mean squared error, is equal to mean squared error of y test comma y print. We have to test it only with the y test and the y predicted y, test y and predicted y, and print the error score, and also calculate r squared error. R2 score is also the same kind of evaluation matrix. So let's print it. So it's almost equal. Let's see, it's 0.530. Error is here, r squared error is 0.59. And now let's visualize the results. We can visualize the result to understand the relationship between the actual values and predicted values. Means that we can understand how the where the actual values lies and how much deviating is from the predicted values, and we can use this make this visualization using the Matplotlib library and create a scatter plot. So we have to import the Matplotlib over here. Let me write the code. Import Matplotlib pyplotters plt. Let it be. Okay, so it's imported. See, y test, y print. Okay, plot dot scatter. So this is actual and this is predicted. Actual versus predicted. X label, y label, and this is plot of actual values versus predicted value. This is a scatter plot. So this is how the regression line occurs. Okay, so regression line, so this can be almost a straight, we can see it's almost like in the form of a straight line. So this is about the linear regression. So I hope you understood the concept of linear regression effectively, and so further I also encourage you, so in this video we covered the fundamentals of linear regression and demonstrated how to implement it using Python and scikit-learn, and also we have explored the relationship between the independent and dependent variables, the equation of straight line, and objective of finding the best fit line. So also we have learned how to prepare the data by handling missing values and splitting the data into train and test set, and we trained the linear regression model, evaluated its performance using metrics like mean squared error, r squared error, and also we even visualized the results. The importance of understanding and implementing linear regression in Python for data analysis and prediction task. Linear regression, it can be like it has a widespread application. So implementing it using Python, it's very easy, and also it gives access to a richer ecosystem of libraries and tools to streamline and make the process easier. That's why like Python is very popular. And further, I suggest to expand your knowledge by exploring other regression algorithms such as polynomial regression, ridge regression, or lasso regression, etc. So these will enhance your modeling capabilities and make you handle more complex relationships in data. Additionally, consider working with more diverse and challenging data sets. This can make you very good at data science and machine learning generally, and also will help you make your models better for other data sets. Or you can you will get a good practice if you implement using different data sets. And also you can explore topics like feature engineering, model optimization, and regularization technique. So you can use all these techniques to improve the model's performance, and also you can shift to advanced models like CNNs, etc., which will help you implement the nonlinear relationship, etc. So this is a very basic thing about machine learning. I hope you understood the concept explained in the video, and I ask you to subscribe my channel and keep in touch. Thank you.